round and round and round it goes. Hello, 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 everyone. Kim from K&RP here this afternoon. It is a cloudy Tuesday afternoon here in southeastern Manitoba, currently 19 degrees Celsius, which means it's 66 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a cooler day, cloudy. We're supposed to get some rain. We can only hope. Only hope, only hope. So we were playing with the hearts and got carried away with some stamps and stuff on Sunday. So I did cut out the hey Angela, welcome. I did cut out the little trees that I had stamped both with the paint and with the ink. And I am just going to leave them as they are. Maybe I'll outline them in black. But I'm just going to use them and tuck them into text spots and into pockets in journals because it's just something a little different. They can write on the backs. The backs are clean because I didn't get them all mucky, which is amazing because I usually get things mucky. And so, of course, when I was cutting them out, I ended up with bits. So I kept all the corners so I can make some small corner tucks. These will actually be really nice to put a corner tuck on an ATC or something because they're nice and little compared to the big ones that I have been doing in the past. So today I would like to do some collage fodder. I don't know what you guys are interested in since Angela's the only one here. And I've seen her collage work. She does incredible collage work. We had a swap and she sent me a couple of clusters. Like they're wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So I want to know what kind of background collage fodder you guys are interested in, or should I just do what I do and show you what I do? Throwing it out there. It's in the wind. Show us? Okay. I can do that. Well, you guys have seen my Guna birds. You guys have seen my people. You guys have seen my fish, umbrellas, buttons, stuff, right? So, kind of what I was thinking today is I kept my own stencils. So, I was thinking maybe what I would do was you can see these are individually painted because I just use one at a time, and these ones I haven't even used. But I like to do them, and then when they're dry, they're fun to doodle on. So it's a little bit of an extra punch. And then I cut around them really close. I will show you what I do. So let's do it on, I don't know if I want to do it on a plain background. I'll do it on a plain background. It will show nicer, I believe. Let's just grab a plain colored piece of paper because I've got lots. I just grabbed some out of the scrap bin. That's not going to work. This bright yellow will work. Even if it's greebly, I can work around it. So I've got a nice hot yellow. These are from a fluorescent bunch of papers I've got. That's almost big enough that I could use that in a journal as a page. I think I'm going to keep that one. I've got a piece of pink cardstock. That would be actually really nice with these on. And they would also make wonderful little pocket pucks. Oh my goodness. Pocket tucks, etc. So this green isn't big enough. That one's big enough. The blue is big enough. The green is not. That is not. So we've got 4 pieces that I can play with. As long as I can talk. So I've got this green. Oh, do I have a lid? Let's grab a lid. I've got the one left from the other day. So how are you, Angela? What have you been up to? Anything exciting? So I'm just putting a little bit of paint down because when I cut my stencils, I use cardstock. Because I get tired of stencils really fast. So this way, if it gets all mucked up, I'm not overly concerned. And 2, if I cut it out, like I can't, this one has glitter paint on it. So if I cut this out nice and close around where the paint is, I could use that as a decoration as well. So, little bit of green, want it very dry. Pulled out a hunk of sponge. Hey, Anne, welcome, welcome. Doing some collage fodder here. So, Angela said to do it my way, so here we go. Have a hunk of yellow, vibrant paper, pink. I just wanted something that these stencils fit on because I'm going to stencil and then show how I doodle on them so that I've got little things to tuck in pockets, etc. So I just poured out a little bit of green paint using a sponge because we don't want it too wet because these are cardstock stencils. Hey, Belinda, welcome. Just doing some, what am I doing? Collage fodder play. So I've got stencils that I cut, some paper that it'll fit on, some paint, but I want it dry, so I'm using a sponge so it's not wet at all. And I'm going to do the stencils, a few different stencils, and then I will show you how I doodle on them. So these could be used as corner tucks. They could be used as bits of tags, whatever you like, of course, right? Like limited by your imagination. But I just like doing the stencils, doodling on them, cut them out really close, and then I can use them for a variety of different things. I'm going to use this green now on the pink. And yeah, the stencil has some rough kind of edges. They're not precise. It's okay. I'm not going to sweat it. I've never used this one. Let's see what this one does. It did come out nice because the paint isn't overly wet, right? I'm using the sponge and I'm blotting it off so that it is damp but not soggy. Does that make sense? It's more on the dry side. Look, I put my hands in the wet paint. Oh, here we go. We've been here, 5 minutes? 7 minutes, and I'm already covered in paint. Gee, I don't know why that does not surprise me. Okay, that's just a little bit dry. The edge is not crisp, but that's okay. There's another one. Let's try a different color of paint. I'm just grabbing what I've got down below. So, as I say, when I use the stencils that I've cut, they're done on cardstock because I get very tired of stencils very fast. I have a Cricut maker. So I find things that I can adapt to make stencils out of. I find them various places. These are definitely not my own design. I can't remember where I found them. It could have been on one of those. I look for a lot of silhouette kind of designs. I punch in silhouettes and it comes up with all kinds of things that I adapt to the vinyl or whatever I'm using. This is another nice one. Let's see if I can get this one in the blue over here. I don't want it too close because I want to be able to cut out around it. And I'm going to take a new piece of sponge because that's green. Like I say, I doodle on them, I cut them out. I use them as things in pockets and things. They also, if they're smaller, if I do a smaller stencil, like a purchased one, I like doing them and then using them on ATCs. Again, I'm trying to keep it as dry as possible, yet give it a good coverage. Because you don't want the paint to run underneath the stencils, right? So that one didn't come out too bad either. Hey, Sherry, welcome, welcome. Just playing with some stencils and scrap paper. I'm doing a collage fodder kind of day. Let's use, does it fit on there? It barely fits on there. Well, you know what? I'm doing it anyway. And again, you could use your gel prints to stencil on, whatever you stencil on. I actually have some napkin guts beside me I would like to try to stencil on. And I know that I won't be able to doodle on it like I would be able to do this, but I think that it would make an interesting glue down. Oh, I like that one. That one's I like the way this one turned out. Can you see? So I'm just kind of playing a little bit of paint, a little bit of stencils, waiting for stuff to dry so that I can doodle on them. Hey, Joni, welcome, welcome. Just working on some collage fodder. How are you? I loved your little video of the babbling brook. That was so relaxing. That little bit of running water you posted. Just loved it. Loved it. I don't know. That purple might be too dark for that one. So let's do it on the yellow and on the pink. Find a different one. Trying to use stencils that I haven't used. Another piece of foam. So my question at the beginning was, what do you use collage fodder for? Do you have specific things that you like to use when you do collage work, aside from your gel prints? Because I know we all use our gel prints for that. But if there was something else that you really like to use. Oh, I wish we were getting lots of rain. We could really use it. So dry here. So dry. Oh, that's got a big center. It's okay. It is okay. So I'm going to do another purple one on this. The nice thing about acrylic paints is they dry nice and fast so that you can doodle right away. And two, with the cardstock stencils, it's like anything else. It will buckle when it's damp. So the drier you have your sponge and your paint, the better it is. You just use them as bits and pieces in your junk journal? Yeah. I use them on tags. I use them in clusters. They're nice in a cluster. All right. Ooh, that's very close to the other one. I wasn't thinking overly much. It's okay because I'm going to be cutting around them nice and tight. And okay, so that's kind of out of paint. One more color. What have I got? No, I don't want white. Ooh, let's do gold. Let's do a glittery gold. They are nice to use in clusters. If you do something with a nice tight doodle on it, and then you put a piece of lace behind, or if you do paper buttons, then you know they're wonderful in clusters. Okay, this is a metallic gold acrylic. It's pretty thick. I'm just using Crafters acrylics, dollar store paints or wherever these ones come from. Again, just a little piece of sponge. And I'm going to move this one away from that one so it's got a little more room. Oh dear. Oh dear. I hope she feels better soon, Angela. It would make a nice flower. Okay. So because the gold is really translucent, it's just going to be a sparkly effect on the pink. It's not even going to show the gold very much. A lot of times when I use the metallics, I put another kind of paint beneath it. Hey, Barbara, welcome, welcome. We're playing collage fodder today. So what I'm doing is I'm doing some paint stencils on scrap paper. Surprise! Because we got to use up all these scrap bits. Make them into something you can actually use. So I just did one in the gold. It's very hard to see, but it is very pretty. Can you see it? And it shines. So now what I would do, this one is dry. Let's make sure I don't have wet stuff on my fingers because we all know it will transfer. I will outline everything in black as usual because it gives it that definition. It also seems to smooth out some of the edges if they're edges. Not that I'm very straight with my black because I'm the one with the shakes. But again, you know, when we were talking Friday with Jean and talking about doing doodles, this is one of the things I like to doodle on is stenciled images. So as I say, I use very, very little paint. Use a sponge so it's not sloppy, so it doesn't go under your stencils, right? As you would for anything else. You could use any stencils you have. Look at how that black punched that out. Okay, so now let's take a dark blue that is very similar in color, but still, I'm going to go and I'm just going to shade in. Is it showing? No, I need a bit darker blue. I do have my pencil crayons beside me. That's a definite darker blue. I just need to sharpen it a little bit. Maybe, if I can see my sharpener on my desk. There it is. Shaking all over. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, so I don't want it too sharp. And I'm just going to go in the bottom parts of each of these and give it just a little bit of shadow. Every piece from the center, whatever's towards the center gets a little bit of a shadow. And yeah, I'm turning it as I go. It makes sense to me. Might not make sense to you, but it makes sense to me. See, so that has given it a little bit of definition. So I could just cut this out and use it as it is. It's gorgeous. Let's face it. It's very pretty just the way it is. But no, I'm now going to take my white pencil crayon and I'm going to do the same thing at the very tops of these. The very farthest side away from the center. And I'm just doing a very small amount across each top. This is if you guys like coloring, if you've got colored pencils, you don't have to do it this way. This is one of the ways I like to do these because colored pencils go over acrylic paints so very nicely. Of course, I could come and put some gel pen polka dots or whatever on it as well. But how cute is that? Just very cute. right? So now I'm going to cut this one out, and I'm going to call this one done. And again, I am not cutting right against things because I don't. I just don't. There we go. So there, it does look like a quilt block. Let's put it on something where you can see it. And this silly light is, oh no. See, got lots of shadow, but that's cute. So I would tuck that in a pocket. I would just put it on a page. I might use it in a cluster. I might, it's limited by your imagination. Again, just use it the way you will. Oh, goodness. Sorry. Sorry for the flash. So that's one way that I decorate these little guys. So let's try this. It was purple, but it came out as brown on the yellow. It's quite brown looking. Again, I'm just going to outline it. Hi, Janet. Welcome, welcome. Just doing some quick collage fodder kind of stuff because I've got so much scraps I have to use up. So I just stenciled some paint down through one of my home done stencils. And I'm just showing how I doodle on them. Well, yeah, it's a piece of ephemera or whatever you want to call it. Like I say, I might come back and put white polka dots on it or whatever. Okay, and so again, we're going to outline the stencil just with a black gel pen. I just used acrylic pen so I can use pencil crayons to give it the highlights and the shading. This one I just shaded dark towards the center and lighter towards the outsides. How are you doing, Janet? Haven't seen you for a while. I've been kind of hiding lately, doing stuff. This one seems to have a little bit more run under. I'm not sure if the stencil is not a clean cut, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. This is, like I say, when I do journals, everything I do, not everything, 99.9% of what I put in a journal is hand done by me. And when I'm making, so much stuff, I sometimes I just can't be as fussy and as meticulous. And a lot of it has to do with I just don't. I just don't. It's not that I don't care. It's more a case of how much time do I want to spend on one journal if I'm giving it away. So pulled out my white gel pen. It's the Uniball Signo, and I don't know what size it is. It's the fatter one. So I think on these square things, I'm just going to draw some gritty lines. Gritty lines. See? Kim speak. We're going to doodle in them. Almost looks like little baskets. So those ones are just lines like this and lines across, just like a little grid. I don't know how well you can see it. My Uniball pens, I get them Amazon. These ones, I get them from Amazon. These ones are free for about $10 or so. So now with these other ones, I don't know exactly what I want to do with them. I really like the way that turned out, but I don't want to do that in all of them. These 8 in the center, I think what I'd like to do I have yellow paint or some other colored paint? Because that looks brown, I think I'll just use a white paint, actually. Yay! That didn't take long, Anne. I'm just going to put a little bit of white paint down. And then I am going to take a toothpick. I would use the back end of a paintbrush usually for this. I just want to do some little dots in these corner ones. Not much, just a few, almost like little freckles. Not going overly heavy. Just giving it some texture. Or it looks like texture. You're welcome, Barbara. Oh, nice. I'm not a great gardener. I pretend. Oh, speaking of which, Ron actually went out and took pictures of those lilies that I tried to get better colored pictures of. They're so washed out in what I posted on my Facebook. So they are such a dark burgundy, they're black. So he got the pictures, and so I'm going to be posting those when we're done. So I just put some little dots in there. I think that this would look really cute with a little button, like sewn down in the middle. Well, thank you. My yard is definitely nice and green. Definitely nice and green. So now these ones on the outside, I think I'm just going to do them the way I did this. Do the white on the outside edge. And then I'm going to come in with a darker brown, since it turned brown instead of purple. And I just need a dark brown pencil crayon, this one. And I'm just going to do the bottom points. And I will consider this one done as well. So as I say, I think this would look really cute with a little button in the center sewn down onto like on a cluster or something. Or even if I punched out a 2-inch circle and used it as a closure and put it on a couple of layers of thick cardboard or medium cardboard and then put a button through, that would make a lovely wraparound closure for a journal. Yeah, for some reason, Janet, I've been on buying a black flower thing. I bought daylilies that are black. I bought Asiatic lilies that are black. My daughter got me tulip bulbs that are black. Those didn't come up this year. I'm hoping they'll come up next year. But for I don't know. I've got lots of bright colored flowers in my yard, but I'm fixated on black for some reason. I don't get it, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm kind of wobble cutting around this, but it's okay because, again, like I say, if I decide to put it on a 2-inch punch of paper, if I use like a black or something, and then like I say, with a little, I'm looking to see if I've got buttons on my desk. You would think I would have buttons on my desk. I've got everything else here, but hey, Jean Peter, welcome, welcome. I'm making collage fodder and doodling today. I stenciled some of my homemade stencils, and I'm just showing how I do them for, you know, clusters, whatever. Just stuff I can use. Maybe I should have put it down as ephemera instead of fodder for the title, but you know, you know how I go. So again, outlining in black is the way I start. And as I look at it, I kind of decide how I want to doodle it. This one's definitely very flower-like. So at the beginning, I asked what people use their collage fodder for. And if there was something specific they wanted to see what I did, or one of the things I do other than my people and critters and, So I kind of had this in mind to do today. Again, trying to use up scrap papers here. Trying to use up these scrap papers. I think I would like a sequin in the middle of this one. Wind chimes. Nice. And cookie cutters. Yeah, prices are. It's crazy what they want for groceries these days. So I think with these ones, I'm looking at the way that this is kind of shaped. I think I'm going to do like curved white lines on these, almost like stripes. Again, you do whatever kinds of mark making that you like to do. Because I'm sure your stencils will tell you kind of what they want to be when they're done. Maybe. So I just did some little curvy lines on the outside of that one. I like the way that looks, so I'm going to do the rest of the outside ones with those curvy lines as well. They may all just end up with these curvy lines, guys. They might just do that. Oh, this way. Yeah, I really like those with the white curvy lines. I'm going to do that to all the bits in this stencil. Welcome back, Angela. I hope your daughter is feeling a bit better. So as I say, I'm just doing those curvy lines on this whole one, all the pieces, because I just like the way it's looking. Oh, I did that one wrong. Oops. That's okay. How noticeable is it? Only if you're looking hard will you see the mistake. You're welcome, Angela. Yeah, we have quite a few farmers markets local, and they pop up every almost every day. There's a farmers market available to us. I know of ones on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So there's another one done. So as I say, I am just playing and doodling and enjoying your company, guys. You can see that gold one's just kind of shimmering down here. Let's do that one next. I'm not sure if I even want to do anything to it. Maybe I shouldn't even have outlined it. We'll see how I feel after I finished outlining it. Heavy rain and wind soon. Oh, tornado watch warnings. Yeah, we had some tornado watch warnings last week. It's crazy. Hi, Teresa. Nice to see you. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying. Are you in an area, Belinda, that normally gets tornadoes? It seems that for some reason we're starting to get them much more often here. You know what? I like that just as it is. I'm just going to cut that out. Like I say, especially these ones that are on cardstock, I think I would just tuck them into a pocket and leave it at that. Just as little writing, you know, something interesting to write on. No, it's not over. It really isn't. Really isn't. So this one came out beautifully purple. I think I'm going to do it the same way I did this one, just with the shadows. Thank you, Teresa. I just used some homemade stencils and very dry paint to do them. It just keeps hanging on. Yeah. Okay. Outline in black. Oh, I was talking about the purple one. And here I am doing the blue one. That's okay. Gonna do them all. Gonna do them all. Anyway. So if you were doing these guys and you were doodling on them, how would you do it? I'm always interested to know what others would do. I like getting new ideas because I need more. You know how that is. Can never have enough ideas. Yeah, I wonder if that med would even be available here in Canada, Barbara. You know how long it takes for some of these meds to actually come to us. This one's almost like a little snowflake in the center. Yeah, I stockpiled too. But that's not a surprise. But I was thinking, like, how hard would it be just to have a stack of these and you're doing a journal and you do one on every page, like throw it in a corner of every page, just something different. Yeah, it is, Barbara. It really is. So I don't know what I want to do with this now. I do not know. How about let's do these center ones with stripes lengthwise. I've seen paper quilts. I've got some, kind of. I was doing quilt squares on 4-inch squares out of paper. Let me just, I'll grab them. Hang on. I did them on one of my lives. And I'd seen somebody else doing quilt squares on 4-inch squares, and I had a whole bunch cut out from something I was doing. Man, I got a lot of stuff. I really got to get doing some journals. Wow. I know I've got them because I saw them the other day. Here we go. I did quilt squares and then doodled on them. Just using up scraps. Surprise. So I did these and kind of ran out of steam because, ouch, ouch. So, gotta play. Just gotta play. But like I say, if I put these, like punched out 2-inch holes, 2-inch circles, I don't know if a 2-inch circle would be big enough. Let's just see. I've got some over here. Oh, they just fit on a 2-inch circle. A little bit of overage, but that's just the outside cuts. But if I put them on like a couple of layers of black cardstock, and this one I put a button in the middle, and then I could use it as a tie-up. Like when you're doing a wrap for a journal, and then you could just wrap it around like a button. That's what these might become. Maybe. We'll see. Like washi tape? I don't know. Where'd they go? See, I threw them in the bin and I have no idea where they went. But no, they're not washi tape. They're all just little strips of painted paper. And then doodled on. I wanted to see if I could use some of my favorite quilt squares that I used to do out of fabric as paper. And it worked. Hey, Laura, welcome. Nice to see you. I'm just playing with stencils and doodling, trying to build up some collage fodder. Not that, you know. Just doodling. Doodling on stencils. Doodling on stencils. You're hearing thunder already? Oh. So I've done most of it, but you know what? I really like those 4 solid ones. I think I'm going to. You find that you do need to play more. Playing is what it's all about. I'm all about playing. I'm going to trim it a little bit more. But I'm just trying to make some collage fodder kind of stuff. Yes, you do need to make time to play because you need to make time to come and play with me. It does. It does allow your creativity to flow. Yeah. That's so true, Laura. Like, I ended up having to see a psychologist for one reason or another. And one of her things she said to me was, you have to do things for you. And I actually had to look up on the internet what was something I could do for me, because I said, well, I read. And she says, no. I said, well, I do crafts. She says, no. I had to actually do something. She says, set yourself a pretty place at the table and sit and have a cup of tea and don't get up until that cup of tea is done. Do you know how hard that is? So this is my playtime. This is for me. This is what gives me calming and stuff. But yeah, it's really, really hard to do that for yourself. It really is. So this one, as I said, I think I'm going to shade it in purples like that one. Like I did that blue one. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a whole stack of the scrap paper and I'm going to stencil on it. So I can just take it out and wherever I am, I can have it ready to be doodled on with gel pens or pencils, whatever I have sitting around. It is very difficult. Very difficult. Yeah. I've come to the conclusion, though, that the reason it's hard to do things for yourself, well, this is what I'm finding, anyways, is because I'm so fixated on doing things for others and being retired. I don't have the same, I don't feel as needed. Does that make sense? Not working, don't have the kids here, the grandkids as often. So I find that I don't, that I need this to, yeah, trouble sitting still, definitely. Yeah, yeah. That some days it's like, I don't feel that, I can't say that I'm not needed because I know I'm needed, but I don't have the same, like when you were working and you came home and you cooked supper, it's not the same. There's all this empty time. Yeah, this is what I do. This is what I do now. Because this, and because I'm doing small things that are done in a day, it's a sense of accomplishment of having something done too. Yeah, yeah. It is a different season of life. And I can see why so many older ladies in the past ended up on laudanum and being committed, because it's not that your life is over for sure, but it's, what's the purpose now? What is the purpose now? Yeah. Yes. So I liked the way this one came out with the dark and going out to the light at the edge. I'm going to do this one in reverse. I'm going to do the centers in light and then the outside in a dark purple if I can find one in amongst all my pencil crayons. I'm sure I can. Maybe I should just look first. Maybe I should move it closer so I can see better. Dark purple, dark purple. Yes, very true. Very true. Are you purple? No, you're black. Oh, come on. But I mean, even since I've been retired and because of the pandemic, I had the booth at the um, museum, which I don't have anymore because they were closed during the pandemic. So I could do that again, but do I want to now? You know, I'm looking for a dark purple. This one. That is violet purple. There we go. Hey, you're my. You would make a great upward see, there's room for it over there. Okay, so I've got a dark purple and the white. I'm going backwards this time. All right, Laura. All right. That's true, Anne. That's true. Okay, white to the center. White to the center. Oh, almost looks gray against the purple, this white. It's okay. Okay, so I've added the white. I like it. Exactly, Jean. You guys are great. Okay, so dark purple on the outside. You have a redneck side to your family, Laura? I think I'm the redneck side to our family. Right. So as I say, I am just playing, just doing some doodling, some coloring, just making some bits. More Kim bits. Here we go. What do you think? Can you see that? Well, thanks, guys. But I mean, it's just simple. And I mean, add that into a cluster or put a button in the middle of it or use it as a text spot. Fold it in half, use it as a page tab. You know, All these little bits just can be so many different things. So many different things. So many different things. Let's put that against the black. I think that'd look really nice against the black. A cluster tuck. Yeah. Did I say that? I said something else earlier that I went, oh my goodness. I had it completely backwards as well. Yeah, my kids are getting better about my collection of things. It keeps me happy and out of their hair. Okay, wow. This has gone fast. Oh no, it's been an hour. Hasn't been as fast as I thought. One more to do. It's green. Let's put the pencil crowns away. Thanks, Angela. But like I say, you take a stencil and it doesn't even have to be that stencil. I could have used this stencil and did all kinds of different circles, but we talked about that on Friday. But Jean and I are going to do Doodle Fridays. I'm just getting a jump on it. Yeah, I love things against black too. I really do. Okay, just a reminder, I haven't taken my Kimbits down from Meet Your Creativity or from the community channel here. I'm going to be doing that this afternoon when I figure out how to do it. It's one of the reasons it's not down yet. So if you haven't got them, the lines or anything, and you want them, please don't hesitate to grab them. Ron went out and did a whole bunch of photography of my flowers. So I want to do some postage stamps with my own flowers on. So those may come up as available. Also, on Meet Your Creativity, I apologize for the porn that was on there the other day. It slipped by me. I got private messaged after. I guess Facebook already had taken it down or blocked it, but I have set it up so that anything that gets posted now needs approval. It's just for, the stuff that got put on there was really incredibly rude. Yeah. So anyway, for now, Meet Your Creativity posts need approval. I'm sorry about that. I just have to do that for a while. Yeah. And if you want those things, grab them because I'm going to be taking them down. That's right. Tuck to yuck tuck. My parents' friends actually used to teach up there. One of them used to teach up there. And so they named their dog Tuck. I don't know if it means I'm popular or if it means I'm not paying as much attention as I need to. And they figured they could slip it by. What am I doing with the green one, guys? I did the other one just with some doodle lines. Do I do it with the various like that? But yeah, no, like, wouldn't that be a cute text spot? Like, really, you've got it on a page, and it's just there, and it's different. And I have a group. Yeah, I'm not a cool kid either. I'm pretty much the only one that posts on there. Anne's been posting on there. I'm not a cool kid. I like to throw challenges up on it, various things, stuff I've created. I never did finish my 100-day creative challenge, guys. I gave up on posting somewhere in day 60 ish because I figured I create every day anyway. Why am I challenging myself? Thanks, Sherry. My group is Meet Your Creativity. It's listed below in the information. Yeah, it's too much work to stay in the cool kid group. Yes, me too, Anne. Well, I mean, I'm on there every day because I like to keep up with what my grandkids and stuff are doing because I'm nosy like that. Okay, I'm just doing it in light green and white because I can't think of anything. Yeah, see, me too. Foreign politics or religion. I don't like on my group. Okay, so um, I've done the light to the center on this one, the light to the outside on that one. I think I'm going to do the light green to the center on this. Can't really see that green very well, but that's okay. Just a hint, just the hint is perfect. Oh, doesn't have to be blatant, right? Not everything has to be in your face, colorful. So I keep telling myself. We have been looking to buy a new vehicle, and everything that seems to be in stock is gray, grayish, white, black. And it really bothers me because I don't want to spend the kind of money on a new vehicle that they're asking for a vehicle that's grayish, gray, white, or black because that doesn't make me happy. I haven't found anything yet. No, Barbara doesn't do anything but YouTube. I don't even have 300 members, Laura, and that's okay. It's okay. So now I'm going to do the white on the outside, just very slightly. I'm just giving it a little bit of texture or shadowing. I guess it would be more shadowing than anything. Definitely isn't even. Surprise! Kim's off balance again. I think I got it all. Nope, missed this one. Missed this one. Got that, got that, got that. Okay, let's chop it off. See, it's not blatant, but it's fun. Yeah, I have a red PT Cruiser ragtop that's 18 years old, and it's rusted out, and she's very tired, but I'm having a real difficult time following the trend of let's do grayish, let's do white. I can't do that. Yes. So if we had a vehicle built, according to one dealership we were at, it could take a year to get the vehicle. Well, you know what? If I'm here and I'm shopping today, I'm not waiting a year for a vehicle. You're going to lose my business before that. You know, you try and help me find what I'm going to be happy with for that kind of money, or you can just fly a kite. Okay, can we see the coloring on that? Yeah, I hate looking for cars too. See, when I bought my cruiser, we were actually looking for a vehicle for my younger daughter. Her and I were shopping, and she was looking at a ragtop Volkswagen. And we happened to walk into a Dodge dealership because she wanted to look at the some vehicle. It looked like an old gangster car. And there was this little red PT Cruiser sitting in the corner with its top down, and I went, "That's mine." I wasn't planning on buying it, but I did it. Yes, big groups definitely can get cliquish. All right. All right, Barbara, that's a good point. Black cars definitely make you look thinner. Yes, white cars definitely don't show the dirt as much. All right, let's put these against the black so that you guys can see them. I don't know. Should I turn that light off? Let me turn this big light on behind me, which I again forgot to do. Wow. That's a big fluorescent light right behind me. And I'm going to turn this crazy one off over my deck. Yes, black cars are much hotter. And I'm going to put three down at a time and show you what was done today. Are we in focus? Look, we're even in focus. I don't want to sell things. That makes me absolutely crazy. You know, I don't get me wrong. I appreciate that people are earning livings and it's their business selling things. I get it. But I have enough stuff and I like to create my own things. And the spell of it. I just want to be here and play and try and inspire you guys to try something a little bit different. That's why I'm that's why I do what I do. You know, I I hope that I inspire that you guys don't have to go out and buy $80 pencil crayons. I use Crayolas and they work just beautifully. Black does get so hot. So anyway, like I say, I just want you guys to play. I think because I taught art therapy, I just want people to enjoy what they're doing. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm pretty cheap. Oh, thanks, Teresa. You know what? I could say, yeah, buy my Kimbits. I'm thinking about putting Kimbits up on Etsy. I'm thinking about it, but I have no idea what I would charge. And seriously, I'd much rather. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just, a lot of those things are a lot of fun, different stencils and stamps. But I think too, I like having something that nobody else has. I'm just ornery like that. No, I can't afford all the high end supplies. I'm retired. I'm on a fixed pension, and with the price of groceries now, it's like I definitely have to use what I've got. So if I can spend a day and make, well, we didn't spend a day doing these stamps the other day, but it's a little thing to tuck in a pocket that I don't have to buy. Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. I mean, I'm not great at doing digitals. Basically, I throw things on a scanner, on the scanner, and call it done. I'm not great. Yeah, stock up from Timu. Oh, it's getting darker and darker. Do you have to put lights on? But anyway, I like to find various ways around things because not everybody can afford to go out and buy the stencils. Not everybody can go out and buy things for making marks on paper. You know, it's like I when we did these what did we do? Where are they? These things. We just spent the day doing marks on little bits of paper, and then I used them for flowers. I used them for the lettering that I did. Those letters I cut out. It's I think too that it's a challenge to myself, and it's keeping my brain sharp by seeing what I can do myself. Oh, really? I could get into that one, Laura. Oh no. Oh, thanks, Laura. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I just like to show people that all they have to do is use a little bit of imagination and they can come up with things to do. Yeah, I've heard that about Etsy too. My thing too is because we used to sell on Etsy, like my husband does wood turnings and we've sold some wood turnings. The shipping is just incredible. Can't do it. Yes, I bet that's something Timu does. I used to belong to a carvers group when I did carving, and quite often Somebody would sell one of their carvings. Next thing they knew, they saw it on Oriental sites where they had done them resin replicas of their work and stuff. It's crazy. Well, thanks, Belinda. I try. I try. I really do try to come up with something a little bit different. And, and use what you've got. Because I cut these guys out, right? It was all on one big sheet of paper. So I cut them out and I cut all these little corners. These are going to make great corner tabs. I'll doodle them up and decorate them and, you know, really. That's cool, Anne. Right, right. And that's it too, right? Everybody buys because some of the stencils are sold cheaper, so everybody gets them. It's how you use them to make them your own. Like, yes, when you're using them on a gel plate, you can come up with really cool ideas. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Joni. You know what? They probably would make my kids crazy because I know that they're just going to go, oh, what the heck is this? And just dump the whole container out if I'm gone. That's fine. But I don't know. I think because my dad grew up during the Depression, he saved everything. Everything, everything. So I try and utilize everything too. Yeah. You know what, Barbara? I agree. I agree 100%. Well, yeah, exactly, Laura. Because I know that our copyright laws and the US's copyright laws, there's some different things in there. Yeah. But like the stuff that I do and I send for you guys to use in Defy or whatever, like the lines and the bits that I posted available for people to use, all I ask is that you don't give it directly to somebody else. That if you're using it, or like, well, Defy can use it for whatever they want, as far as I'm concerned. They can print it, they can sell it, they can whatever. Anything that I send to Defy is free range use for them. But like the stuff on that I put on my community page here and in Meet Your Creativity, I don't care if you use it for something you're selling. Just don't give it to other people. Let them come and get it themselves. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Go ahead. Sell Kimbits. Um, do you know what, Angela? I thought about making it private. Um, I'd rather have people just come and pop in and check stuff out. I am just going to monitor what gets posted. And I won't put up with anybody being rude or putting somebody else down for any reason. I will kick them and block them without so much as a by your leave. Bye, Barbara. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, yeah. I like it to be public. Um, Sometimes people pop in, they just get ideas. Oh, thanks, Angela. I think it's just, I'm hoping to spread good in the world, is what it is, right? That I want to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And like I say, there's no second chances in my group. I will toss them and block them if there's any kind of racism, dissing people, putting anybody's work down. They're gone. They are gone. So that's because I had that conversation when I was getting rid of the person who posted the porn. That was my fault because I didn't do a background check kind of thing on them. I just kind of let anybody join. I am going to check people before I post their names now. Because normally what I do is it comes in, you have somebody new to welcome, and I just welcome them. And I didn't welcome this person, or I just admitted them freehand. Oh, if there's ugly private messages, you please better let me know about it because I will not accept that either. Yeah, I think I need to go in and really put my foot down about that. No, Joni, you can't. Once it's private, you can't switch it back to public. Yeah, I won't tolerate ugly private messages either. Yeah, Belinda, I'm sorry that you feel that way because I love your stuff. Belinda has been sending me photos of her work privately, and I'm not posting them because she's not comfortable with it. But let me just tell you guys, she did the masks and she did a Goonie Bird, and they're wonderful. Yeah, I don't know why people have to be ugly. I really don't know why people have to be ugly. I have, Laura. I was in one group, and the people who were running the group felt that they could critique everything that you did. And it's like, I'm out of here. Oh, that's wild, Teresa. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely, Laura. Me too. But there is constructive criticism, Angela, and there is snarky criticism. And even though some of their criticism was constructive, it came across very snarky. Nice, Angela. Oh, and that's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that. That's brutal. I don't understand why people are mean, guys. Why are people so mean? I just, it's horrible. I'm gonna, since we're still sitting here and chatting, I'm going to use this gold paint up because it's sitting here. Wow, that's brutal. Like I say, I try and think that people are nice and kind and honest, but I won't tolerate, oh, that's pretty. And it ran, it smudged. It was too wet. That's okay. But you know what? If it's your own channel, Angela, you have every right to tell them to go take a hike. You really do. You could need a little bit more weight. Yes, and it would be hard. Yes, the hair would work. Nail clippings. Yes, hair is always the best. Oh, you've got a degree in psychology? Oh, you're scaring me now, hon. Don't psychoanalyze me. This old lady just wants to have fun. Yes. Oh, see, I'm getting carried away. That's the second one I've smeared. Oh, two more to play. Oh, that's a little easier said than done. Save your sanity. Yeah, I just want to have fun. I just want to enjoy myself. I don't want, you know, I'm not into hurting people. I've grown out of that, you know? True, Laura. I just want to play and inspire people and help other people create. Oh, let's not do that and make people seasick. Um, just sharing what I love to do that brings me joy, and with luck, it brings other people joy. Yeah, but you say it in your head before you ignore them, right? That's me. Yeah, exactly. Mama Bear ain't got nothing on me. Sorry, I had to doodle some more, guys. Idle hands, idle hands. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Anne. I don't think there's any excuse for somebody being an ignorant jerk. I really don't. Kind of smeary these ones, but it's okay. Yeah, and exactly, Laura. Exactly. I mean, I was very, very lucky that I was raised to believe that I could do anything a man could do, if not better. And that was my dad that taught me that one. Um, but it still doesn't negate the fact that there are a lot of men who don't consider women as equal citizens. Right. I've mellowed a lot too. Definitely mellowed a lot. Definitely. Okay, I've outlined these. Now what am I going to do? Let's use stripes on this one. I think this one just needs stripes. Black stripes. Nice. Oh, thank you. As I say, it's going to need to be approved, but I'll be that there shortly. Oh, Belinda, they might have tried that with me, but didn't work. Hey, Cal, welcome, welcome. Oh, heads up, everybody. Just a reminder, tomorrow at 12:45, Cal and I will be going live. I'm helping her do a crochet project tomorrow. So my regular time, we will be on StreamYard, which will be done through my channel, and working on the project. Hey, Jean, welcome. Haven't seen you for a while. Are you having a good summer? Oh, yeah, I need rain. Yes. Busy. Yeah, it's that time of year. I was out wandering around the garden. I'm looking at my bean patch and going, oh my goodness, I'm going to be doing beans and lots of them. But that's good because they freeze well. They do freeze well. So Kel is going to be working on Afghan squares. Well, we will be working on the Afghan squares tomorrow. Right on. And I'd love them too. Yeah. Nice. There's another one. I'm just doodling and, you know, making bits, more Kim bits. Sounds like it, Anne. My dad had a great sense of humor too. He was one of the ones, answer the phone, City Morgue, you stab 'em, we slab 'em, or, Sam's Hardware. Much to my poor mother's dismay. And I'm going to leave this one just as it is as well because it's gold and shiny. Hey, Stacy, welcome, welcome. Just playing little bits, painting through a stencil and then doodling on it just to make some bits of things. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I would love that. I'd love to have a hearse. You like that one? That's funny. That's funny. So, of course, I have to save the corners. Gotta save corners in my world. Those can go. Do it now. Think of all the room I'd have yard sailing and such. Yes. Yes. I just saw a meme about something like that. That you go yard sailing and you run up to the place and you say, "Do you have any magic amulets?" And when they say no, run back to the car and yell at the dog in the back seat. Yes, Greg, I'm trying to get it reversed. That's great, Anne. I love it. Awesome, Joni. That's hilarious. Do what now? Make corners? Make corners? Do what now? Oh, Timmy's nice. What'd you get? Timbits? Ice cap? Double double? Red gingham curtains. I love it. Oh, yeah. Excellent. Nice, Stacy. Very cool. I have a girlfriend that keeps a clown nose in her car, like one of those red sponge noses, and she'll put it on and then turn and look at the car next to her, like whoever's driving. And she got me one too. I keep forgetting to leave it in my car. Redneckers. What else would I like to make? Um, I don't know. I could turn some of these into little corner tucks while I'm here. Okay, gonna paint now. So I need brushes, and because they're just little, I need little brushes. So pull out the liners, some liner brushes, big liner brush, this one, and I need a small flat, like a quarter. No, I don't need a flat. I'll do leaves with that one. All right. All right. Let's get rid of these sponges. We're going to do some painted floral corner thingies, guys. Green paint. Craft paint. I want it like a yellow. Do I have a yellow? I have yellow. I want yellow. Bye, Laura. See you later. Some yellow. And I've got some white down there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do some, you know what? I do want a little flat brush. They make leaves so much faster using a flat brush. Okay, I've got this one. It is how big? How big are you? Maybe a little over a quarter of an inch. It's not a half an inch, I don't think. You'd think I'd have a ruler, like right handy. I've got this. Retirement does sound good. I'm retired. It's good. It's fun. Okay, so it's a quarter of an inch. Quarter inch flat brush. We're going to make some leaves. Dip it in the yellow, dip it in the green, dip it in the white. White's a little dry. Dip it in 3 different colors. We're just going to make some leaves. A couple of big leaves. Come on. Okay, so again, dip it in the green, dip it in the yellow, dip it in the white. That's lots of paint. Don't want quite as much paint. So what I did was put the flat side down, push, and go up to a point. Flat, push, point. Yeah, I could. Didn't think of that. Long haul trucks. I missed something. What's good about who's got long haul trucks? Somebody driving truck? And again, I'm doing it in threes. Oh, Peterbilt, okay. Okay, so again, flat, spread it, point. Flat, spread it, point. Flat, spread, point. Okay, 3 colors, 2 colors, whatever. Dip them in. So you put it down flat, spread it out, and go up to a point. Flat, spread, point. Flat, spread, point. Oh, okay. Your hubby was a long haul trucker? I worked for a trucking company for a while. Okay, again, flat, spread it, take it to a point. I don't have enough yellow. It's okay. Aw, that's too bad. Yeah, Uber, yeah. Flat, spread it out, point. Is this making sense to you guys? Just curious. Makes sense? Okay. Wonder if I could show you bigger. Okay, let's take a lighter piece of paper. Flat brush. You can see it. Let's do it on screen. Make sure it's got more than one color of paint on it. Doesn't matter how much, as long as it's got more. Okay, so you put the flat down. Touch the flat to the paper, push so it spreads, and then pull it to a point. Flat, spread it, pull it to a point. Just takes a little bit of practice. When I was teaching, I always gave people a big piece of brown paper like this, and I got them to do it over and over again until they got the hang of it. So it's just touch it to the paper, spread it out, pull it up. Okay, so I'm just going to do these ones now, just so I've got my floral or my leaf background. Oh, that's a lovely one. Okay, I'm just going to do these ones for now. I'll play with those later. I don't have the thing of water. I need to get a glass of water to clean my brush because I don't believe my brush is dirty. So I'll just get a of water. Rinse it off. Yeah, practice beautiful flowers. Well, I'm going to try and do some nice flowers. Not necessarily beautiful, but I will show you how I do my flowers. I'm going to do purple ones. Again, flat brush. Just dip it in a solid color first. And you're going to start by doing a circle. Circle of the solid color. Circle of the solid color. Got it? Solid color. Now you're going to take that brush. You're going to dip it in the purple. And you're going to just dip it in the white. Half and half. Now you're going to do almost like a C. Hey, Shaz, welcome, welcome. Okay, then you're going to do another C. Well, maybe it's more like an M. I need more paint. And you do that around, overlap a little bit. That gives the white on the edge. Okay. Yes, no, yes, no. Still with just the purple and the white. Now you're going to overlap a row of petals. And you're going to do that until you're at the center. Usually 3 rows does it. Then you get to the center and you just do 2 little C's in the middle. Kind of in the wrist movement. Am I in focus? You just need to practice it, Shaz. So now if you want to do a bud, dark, little bit of white, you go up and around. Sure, Angela. Okay, you start with a plain purple circle, or red, or pink, or yellow, or orange, or whatever color you want to use. I still have a little bit of white on my brush. Okay, dark purple circle. Dip it in the purple, dip it in the white, and you do like a C, or, just. Does that make sense? Okay, dip it in the purple, dip it in the white. These are the outside petals, right? Oh, I got it backwards. Make sure that the white is always on the outside. Okay? Yes, no? You got that? Oh, thanks, Shaz. So then again, you dip it in the purple, you dip it in the white, you do the second row. Overlapping the outside row. Same kind of stroke. Making sure that the white is to the outside. Yes? You got it? All right. And you work your way into the center. You got it? You got it? All right. Okay, I'll do the bud again. Oh, let's get the white on there. White to the top. So you've got like a little crescent moon kind of thing, and then you come down so that you've got a dark hole in the middle. You're welcome, Angela. Okay, so now I'm going to add a purple rose and just a few buds to this. And on the buds, before I go farther, I'll show you just how you want to finish these buds off. You're going to take a smaller brush, just some sort of something that's smaller. Doesn't matter. You're going to dip it in the green, just the green. And on the bud, you're going to come up and just do like a point, like this, right? Can you see those? Can you see those? Does that make sense, guys? So on the outside, on the bottom of the bud, you're going to do like a little triangle up to the side. The way a rosebud would be held by the leaves. Okay. So now I'm just going to do some small roses and buds on these. Thanks, Belinda. This brush. Oh, thanks, Jean. It just takes practice, Stacy. It really does. Just a bit of practice. See? Now I'm getting carried away. Circle. Purple circle. These are going to be smaller flowers. On the white. This brush is just a little bit big for as small as I want to go. I'll be honest with you. But we'll do it. Oh, no. It went paint down. Not bad. Not bad. Rats. Oh. I don't know how well you can see it. Outer than inner, yeah. So then I would consider this done. I would just use that as a corner tuck. Maybe I would take a black marker and do the edge. You just have to get the outer leaf petals farther away from the center. And then it won't look like a blob. Like you start with the circle and then you kind of go a little bit farther away to do the petals. And that helps for sure. Two blob? Just take that little bit of practice. I've had lots of years practice, guys. Lots of years practice. Focus. Focus. Is it focused? You know what? Let's do this again. Doesn't want to focus. Do it bigger. Do it this size. If you're learning, do it bigger. That's probably what, an inch and a half ish. Oh look, there's a ruler right here. Yeah, inch and 3/4 almost. So do it bigger to start. Just because I'm working little doesn't mean you have to work little. It's easier to learn doing it big like that and then shrink it down. If that makes sense. Well, I'm glad that you're trying it. Oh, look, I didn't do my center circle. That's okay. Oh, lots of white. Don't know how well you can see it. I don't remember watching that. Back in the 90s. Where was I in the 90s? I don't know. I was here. That's weird. Okay, I'm going to do this one and then I'm going to call it a day. I will finish these off. Maybe with some daisies or something. You didn't catch what? Which one didn't you catch? How to do a flower or how to do the buds? Oh, when I said, I don't know why I didn't catch that. Okay, Sherry, thanks for popping in, hun. I didn't catch. Oh, the buds? Okay. Dark, light, right? Same way. So you have the white to the outside. You do like a C. Okay, Angela, thanks. Take care. Oh, the previous one I held up to the camera? Okay, hang on. And then, so you do a C and then you do the bottom part. Yes, no? Did you catch how that goes? I'll hold up the 4 that I've got done. Look, more collage fodder. Oh, I did do a green one. Okay. Come on. They don't want to pick up? You're welcome, Teresa. Thanks for coming. I hope that I have inspired you guys to do some playing, try something different, use up your scraps. And on that note, I hope that you've caught this. Thanks. And thanks for coming. Those of you who are around, you love the title of the live. Does it actually match what I'm doing? Can't remember. Have a wonderful day, guys. I will see you tomorrow, possibly, if you check in while Kel and I are crocheting. Thanks for being here. Have a wonderful night. Okay, take care, all. Bye.